Hello, and welcome to my Community Health Nursing Health Education Project. I am an LPN to BSN student at Indiana State University. My name is Jennifer Blanton, and this is my presentation on emergency preparedness for residents of Orange County, Indiana. The population at risk are all residents of Orange County, Indiana. Learning objectives: understanding the hazard vulnerability assessment, identifying local hazards, and your response as a resident to the identified hazards. What do you already know about emergency preparedness? Please pause this presentation and click the link below for the pretest. As a manager within a hospital-based clinic, we are required to meet annually with a team of other leaders within the hospital to review a HVA with our team. The HVA is a systemic. What is a hazard vulnerability assessment, or an HVA? As a manager within a hospital-based clinic, myself, along with a team of other leaders within the hospital, are required to conduct and annually review our HVA. The HVA is a systematic approach to recognizing hazards that affect our hospital, its departments, and our community. The risks associated with each hazard are identified and analyzed to prioritize in planning and response in the event of an emergency. It is tailored to the community and the geographic area of the hospital and its surrounding area. It evaluates the likelihood of natural, human, or technological disasters. We also prepare for drills and emergency preparedness and evaluate policies. This is the most recent HVA conducted at Paoli Hospital for Orange County, Indiana. The top 5 hazards identified are listed. The top 3 identified are natural events: severe thunderstorm, tornado in area, and winter storm. These were given the highest vulnerability scores based on internal and external impact, level of preparedness, and probability. The top hazard events were identified, and the top 3 were natural events. Number 1, severe thunderstorms. These are storms that are capable of producing hail that's an inch or larger and can damage property such as vehicles, roofs, and trees. Typically, we can experience wind gusts over 58 miles per hour, but they are capable of extending over 100 miles per hour and producing softball-sized hail. They can also produce dangerous lightning, heavy rains, and flash flooding. Of the hazards identified in Orange County's HVA, the top hazards identified, number 1, 2, and 3, were all natural events. Number 1, severe thunderstorms. Severe thunderstorms are storms that are capable of producing hail in an inch diameter or larger. This hail can damage property such as vehicles, trees, and roofs of houses and buildings. Typically, you will experience wind gusts of over 58 miles per hour. These storms are also capable of producing softball-sized hail and winds up to and over 100 miles per hour. You can experience dangerous lightning, heavy rains, and flash flooding with these storms. What is your response if a severe thunderstorm is approaching? You need to be prepared. Listen to your local news and weather radio. Stay up to date about the severe thunderstorm watches and warnings. At home, you should designate a secure location for your family. The center of a home or a basement is ideal. A room with no windows, as hail or damaging winds may be approaching. Take your pets with you if time allows. For school or work, you need to also stay away from windows. Do not go into large rooms such as cafeterias, gymnasiums, or auditoriums. Do you know a designated safety area at your work? If you are outside, you need to go inside to a sturdy building immediately if able. Do not take shelter under a tree, as trees may fall on you or you have a greater risk of being struck by lightning. In a vehicle, being inside a vehicle during a severe thunderstorm is always safer than being outside. However, you need to drive to the closest secure shelter if there is sufficient time. What is your response during tornadoes in areas? If there is a tornado watch, which means an area where tornadoes or other kinds of severe weather are possible in the next several hours, you need to be alert and prepared to go to a safe shelter. Monitor your local weather. A tornado warning means a tornado has been spotted or that Doppler radar shows a thunderstorm circulation that can create a tornado. Seek immediate shelter. Pick a safe room in your home, such as a basement, storm cellar, or an interior room on the lowest floor with no windows. If you live in a mobile home or a home without a basement, identify a nearby safe building you can get to quickly, such as a church, hospital, or your neighbor's house. Paoli Hospital is located in Orange County, Indiana, and is a safe retreat for those seeking shelter. Our third top hazard identified is also a natural event, a winter storm. A winter storm is categorized as either snow, sleet, or freezing rain, or any combination. And what should your response be during a winter storm? You should stay inside when possible. If your heat goes out, you need to close off any unused rooms, dedicate one room to gather in, and avoid wasting heat. Stuff towels around a drafty door and wear layers of loose-fitting, lightweight, warm clothing. Also, you should consider investing in insulating curtains. Close off any curtains to maintain the heat in the room. If you are on the road, you need to go slow. Wet-looking roads are slick. Keep an emergency kit in your car. If visibility is low, pull over. Seek shelter at a community building or the Paoli Hospital if travel conditions are worsening. Keep your phone charged and always let someone know where you're going. Emergency preparedness. Many community facilities are prepared for residents to seek shelter in the event of a natural emergency. Hospitals have emergency preparedness plans and policies in place for such events. Hospitals are open 24 hours, so this is a great place to seek shelter at any time of the day if necessary. Although there is no completely safe place, larger buildings such as schools and hospitals are better protection from flying debris and high winds, especially when seeking shelter in the basement level of these buildings. For all natural events, you should have emergency kits ready in your home and vehicles. Visit ready.gov/kit for a list of basic disaster supplies plus additional items to consider for your kit based on individual needs. Consider a backup heating source for your home, such as a generator, and a meeting spot for families at home during storms. Seek shelter options in your community in the event that you are unable to be at your home or that you need to seek a safer location for shelter. Paoli Hospital is open 24 hours. The link below gives you the location and address of the Paoli Hospital. IN.gov is a great resource page for emergency preparedness. Additional information for emergency preparedness can also be found at ready.gov. This is a great place for readiness for disasters and emergency situations, and it provides items such as kits and planning tools for preparation. Are you prepared? What have you learned? This concludes the presentation. The link for our post test is found below.